And there's the boys hard at it, getting the roof on. You guys are up there pretty high.
Yeah.
Don't do a full gainer off there. Did you chase them off, Archie? Huh? Did you chase them off?
Only when there's like a lot of water.
Yeah, then it would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Unless I land on my back or something.
You know what they do is we'll have a mast up here. We can take a lanyard or halyard off the mast and use it to swing out into the water.
We could do that.
Oh, people do. It's lots of fun.
We're really high up there.
Yeah, we'll have to remember to get a tape measure out sometime and measure, see what our draft is, our air draft is going to be.
Yeah.
See what kind of clearance we need. But we are talking in the forecast about getting some rain tomorrow. So hopefully the guys will get as much of this covered up as they can today yet.
Yeah.
I think they're going to try to get a second coat on the second layer on the roof, right?
Yep. Yeah.
We're moving. We're flying right now.
Cool. Yeah, looks good. And we got lots and lots of headroom in here. I don't know how we wound up with so much headroom in here, but we got over 8 feet. Over 8 feet of headroom in here back here anyway, so yeah, plenty of room. But the cold doesn't seem to bother us so much. It's the wind that causes problems. So hopefully, if we can keep out of the wind, we can keep on working.
Okay, so it is November 22nd, and me and Roman, we got more plywood, so we're putting structural epoxy on those. We got a couple more yet, and Scott has been working on this. He's been drilling holes, getting them aligned, and this is the rudder. And so once we get that done, got a lot of work. Oh, good call. And the crane came to help us like move stuff and put the rudder on and whatnot.
Yeah, it'll eventually be for the dinghy. So we just can lower that into the water whenever we come somewhere that we want to stop, and we'll just go to the shore with the dinghy.
Well, welcome back to the boat shop. Today is December 10th of 2025, and yeah, it's wintertime, and we've been having one system roll through after the next. And as you can see, there's a lot of snow out there. We've had guys getting stuck in the driveway trying to get up here. Yeah, pretty tough. Spending a lot of time in the skid loader moving snow. Not what we had in mind. So pretty much everything has come to a screeching halt. It's kind of like survival mode, and that's it. One thing that I did get started on, and as you can see here, this would be the keel, or at least the start of the keel. I got these 4x10s or 4x12s, I guess they are. I got them cut out, roughly anyway. You can see here's a drawing I printed off. Yeah, George had talked about leaving these edges blunt, not putting a profile on them at all. I think I'm going to probably round them a little bit and taper just a little bit at the aft end. I mean, that is modern design. That's kind of an airfoil design. That is modern rudder design. So I don't know. I'm sure it works either way. I know a lot of guys have built George's boats to his design, and they work fine. So yeah, we'll see. But the problem I've got here, and you can see I made one bolt here out of some 1/2-inch rod to go through here. But the problem I've got here is there's a little twist in some of these boards, and you can see that one up there for sure has got some twist in it. So I think what I'm going to do is I got this one kind of going through here, and it's pretty much, you know, centered on all 3 or 4 of these boards. So I think this bolt going through here is pretty good. We'll get this bolt driven all the way through, and then what I'm going to do is kind of maybe lightly tack some 2x4s on here to try to get it lined up as best as possible, you know, split the difference type of thing. And then once I get the other bolts made and get this drilled out and get bolts through there, then we'll have to come through with a planer and plane this stuff down to get it smooth. And we will epoxy it together. And I suppose if I'm going to do that, I might as well cover it in fiberglass too. I don't know. There's some big knots in here and whatnot. So I suppose getting some glass on there would help prevent maybe some of these knots from popping out or whatever. But anyway, we got that started. There has been little else work that's been done. The boys have been working on deck beams out in the boat, in the cabins, getting those deck beams sanded and ready to go. But yeah, as for the pilot house, we're probably 75 or 80% of the first layer of plywood is on, and then this weather just, yeah, brought everything to a screeching halt. Last night we had 60-mile-an-hour winds. Today they're blowing 25 to 30. Cold, snow, sleet, rain, fog. We had everything. So, you know, if there was ever a year that I had hoped or would have wished for a mild winter and you know, have winter start maybe, you know, late December or January, and that's the way it was last year. We had a mild winter last winter. We didn't have much going on until, you know, February or March even in terms of snow. But not the case this year. So what's it going to do to our project? Well, it's certainly going to set everything back. How far, I don't know. It has the potential to set us back another year. Which, if that's the case, then it means I probably will not see the water with the boat. As for my health situation, yeah, I don't know. I'm gradually getting worse. My edema came back a little bit again, and so I've been taking more medication for that again. I'm taking a lot of pain medications now too, because I've got a lot of abdominal pain where the cancer is, and back pain, and yeah, and there's a whole bunch of other little issues that are cropping up that I'm not going to bother talking about, but yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm doing well enough that I can get up and come out here and do a little bit of work once in a while, and do a little bit of supervising once in a while, but for the most part, even for me too, I'm more in the mode of just, if I can take care of myself at this point, that's about as much as I can hope for, I guess. So, but anyway, yeah, so we're pushing on. Just got a text, today is Wednesday, I just got a text from one of the boys. They want to come out this weekend and do a little work, but they got weather forecast for this weekend again too. In fact, all the rest of this week, I think they've got chances of snow in the forecast every day for the rest of this week. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, we do what we can. So I'm going to leave it at that. I just wanted to get something out there today because, again, it hasn't been very frequent updates, and quite frankly, there isn't a whole lot to update. So yeah, we'll have to make do with what we got. So I will leave it at that, and we'll talk to you again, whenever I get to it next time.